It's like so stupid. We don't even get to fight the last boss, so there's like no point to all this like grinding and like leveling and shit. Annoying. You can feel pulse in the plant. Previously steady, it suddenly picks a pace until it feels as though the plant will explode. I think this is probably the bad end right here. Well, at least we get to see this. Oh my god! Alright, well that was worth it. That was fucking awesome. God damn it. I almost want to just keep on doing it though. I haven't even streamed for 7 hours yet. Let's go for like another like 30 minutes of looking for the fucking cat, and then we'll see. I just want to finish the game. You've heard there's one classic point and click game where you have to pixel hunt in the very first screen for an item to win the game. That sounds like a fucking point and click game. At least James died. Yeah, that's a good end, actually. That was a cool cutscene. That was absolutely worth it. I don't think I've ever seen I don't think I've ever seen that in context before. Maybe like looked it up after beating the game last time, but that was really funny. A few old point and clicks where if you don't see them right at the beginning of the game, you can't finish them. Yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah, at least it gives us an excuse to just chat like a little bit more. I keep accidentally. This is like it's annoying because there's not enough space in that other hallway up there, to like really run around. And if I go over here, it's like really easy to run out that door. It's kind of like that scene in Poltergeist. It's kind of funny. I remember being really shocked when I found out that Tobe Hooper made Poltergeist. The guy who made Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You kind of want to watch Poltergeist now? I mean, not all of his movies are that good. Like, I think that Tobe Hooper made one of the worst movies I've ever seen, which is Tobe Hooper's Eaten Alive. I think that was like the next movie that he made after Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it was just so bad. It was just like every actor was like screaming at each other. It seemed like the entire cast may have been like just on drugs like for the entire filming. And I don't mean that in like a whoa, what kind of drugs were they on? It was like people were acting like really weird in that movie. You've only seen Texas Chainsaw? That's a good movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is really good as well, but in a different way. It's a good movie. The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre is fantastic. It's like the texture of it, like on the film stock that they filmed it on, is like just like magic. It looks so fucking amazing. You've only seen the first one? The second one is like, it's not really like a it's not like a good movie in the way that the first one is. It's like a just like totally bizarre mess of a movie. It's just very strange. It's such a beautiful movie with such good long shots that drown you over time. Yeah, a lot of the shots of like the landscape and stuff are really nice. Thank you for reminding you to watch more of a certain director. Toe Pooper? Yeah, he's good stuff. Kind of hit or miss. Like in particular, it seems like he puts in a lot of sequences where it's like the actors are like ad-libbing. There's like screaming or something. Oh, who are you thinking of then? Cat? Neil Breen? Oh my god. I've heard plenty about him. Someday, gotta get around to watching some of his movies. The only thing I really know is that thing where it's like all those, it's like, I am a government official, I am corrupt, and they all like hang themselves or something. It's like the only thing I've really seen of this. There was like a period where everybody on Super Great Friends streams would just like talk about his movies like every single stream in the chat. He's a very special man. Yeah, he seems to have a particular vision of what he wants to do. The way the chainsaw is buzzing in the soundscape all the time, like before the movie even lets you know what it is, and that you should be afraid of it. Cat's eye. God damn it. Why the cat's eye and not the cat's pendant for me to finish the damn game? I don't even remember that being in the soundtrack. That's cool though. Alright, well that's a straight upgrade. Why not? No. Killing cats. For the rest of my life, running around killing cats. For 1,000 years, or 1,000 years more. Hey, it's another cat. Please have the pendant. Please. Please. Can you hack it in with the Game Genie? I wish. I don't know how Game Genie would even work. It's like RetroArch. I don't know anything about that. Oh my god. It's like worse when it drops an item and it's not the pendant. Put the Game Genie in your PC disc tray and put the Koudelka disc in the Game Genie. Yes, you're right actually. That would work perfectly. Let's see. No, this is not worth it. This is so fucking annoying. At least the cats die in one hit, and you can run away from every other fight. The computer doesn't even have a disk tray, and it feels so scary. Yeah, it feels weird to not have like a disk drive. When I got a SSD, I had to unplug the SATA cable from my disk drive to use on it, and now I just can't put DVDs in. Can't install Call of Duty 1 that I still have for some fucking reason. What if you need to watch a DVD? Hey, I mean, I've used my DVD drive to take screen caps of like Lucky Star or like Alien 9 or something like that, or like capture GIFs from them, like off of my DVDs. external ones are pretty cheap. I could just get like a SATA cable or something, like an extra SATA cable. Your PC has a disk tray, but you like unplug the SATA for another hard drive. Yeah, same thing. We did the same thing. You still rip anime you buy, so you gotta keep it plugged in. Yeah, that's smart. I think I mentioned this last stream, but I tried to rip a copy of Fully Cooley that I got from the library once. And I just couldn't. It had copy protection. You move your Lightscribe DVD RW drive from every build you've had. Can't let him go now. Yeah, I mean, hey, if it still works, keep using it. Did we get anything? Man, my brain is just turned into fucking mush. Do these guys really drop this? Is this person giving us false hope? Yeah, this is painful. This is like grinding for like the Sword of Kings and like Earthbound or something. There's more than one FAQ, so it has to be true? Okay. Thank you. Oh, I'll believe. I gotta do what? I gotta believe. Oops. One final song in Parappa is so good. I like that one and the now here we are, just sitting in the car. I forgot to close the door. You forgot to close the door. Do we know the drop rate? I don't think we do. The driving this one is so good, yeah. I can't really remember most of the other songs. I know there's one where he's like waiting in line to go to the bathroom or something. The cake one is super good too. What is that one like? It's I never had Parappa at the time, and what am I thinking? Another Cat's Eye. Fuck you, game. The you can't really play it on an emulator, can you? The timing is so fucked up. You got the one for the door. You got for the door. Forgot door. The you. What a fucking game. Here we are, just sitting in the car. I like Romantic Love from Parappa 2 the most, especially the remix. Still don't know anything about Parappa 2, because at the time it got kind of bad reviews, I remember. I was like, I don't know. The Fireman song and Jammer Lemmy is the best one in the series. For some reason I can't remember a lot of these off the top of my head. You've only played Lammy? I played the demo for Lammy a lot when I was younger. Oh, we don't want to go anywhere near that, because we already know that if we walk up there, all of our heroes will be melted and turned into skeletons. Cat? Yes, cat. Rhythm game you put the most up is Final Fantasy VX Rhythm? What the fuck? Why? Is it fun? I'm gonna have her wait. James needs to upgrade his magic like one time. It's actually super good. I'm not a big fan of rhythm games personally. They just kind of stress me out. Lammy and Space Channel 5 Part 2 were the ones you've most played. Lammy is really good. She's a cute character. I like her a lot. Why is James so slow? Like this demonic chanting over this cat. Rhythm games are fun, but you feel like they require muscle memorization in highly specific ways. They don't really carry over. You've yet to find one that you like that much. Yeah, it's like they're fun. It's a fun idea, but actually playing them is kind of a pain sometimes. Like, I remember getting Guitaru Man as a teenager. It was like the visuals and the music are cool, but it's like playing the game is just, I don't know, it didn't feel very fun. People who like rhythm games basically play like one rhythm game. Yeah, you gotta really stick with it, or else you're not gonna get anywhere. Just end up jumping between like easy mode on a lot of them. And I want to just go do some music instead. FL Studio is basically a video game anyway. Yeah, it is. FL Studio is the only DAW that I've ever liked. All the rest just like feel like shit. Even that LMMS that's like trying to be like a like a open source version of like FL Studio. Is it's not not good to use, doesn't feel good, crashes. FL Studio is the way to go. It's very easy to use. It's simple. Hey, he leveled up Flare, finally. Open source DAW solution, FL crap from 2009? Yeah! You know what's good. I have like a FL Studio crack from like, I don't know, maybe 2014 or 2015. Am I allowed to say that on Twitch? Am I gonna get in trouble? Oh my god. I like to imagine the cat is chanting that. I tried to get into using like renoise because it seems cool, but it's so the interface is just so damn obtuse. Fucking tracker shit. You have to like be doing that since the time you were a teenager to like make any sense of it. One of your friends plays extremely complicated custom drum tracks for Guitar Hero, and that's pretty good. Yeah, that is cool. It's a good use of that game. Guitar Hero was like pretty fun at the time. The dad rock era. God, every time that we don't get the fucking pendant, I feel like my life force drains away. staying at her place and waking up to Rush marathons every morning is really comforting. Oh, that sounds nice. Rush is fun. In spite of their lyrics, their stupid fucking lyrics. We'll get into some Rush. They feel very, I don't know, genuine. They're having a good time. Even though they're very dorky. Oh, pain. Oh, pain. Yeah, I remember that post. That was a good one. Geddy Lee's voice is so fucking funny. Oh man, come on. When I was playing Xanadu Next last year, I just kept thinking about the Rush song about Xanadu. And it's like da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Searching for the lost Xanadu. That was a cool song. Yeah, I really like it. The melodies are neat. Xanadu Next is the only Falcom game you finished. It's a good game. It's a really solid game. It's like a weird fusion of like some Falcom sensibilities with like Diablo. Hi Mocha, how are you doing? You came in at the worst possible time when we're grinding for an essential item at the very end of the game. Graphite Prog only karaoke stream preview. No, I will never do karaoke. I can't sing. Singing ability isn't necessary for karaoke. I guess that is true. Most of the VTubers that I see that do karaoke are really good though. Not you? I don't think that's true. You have a good singing voice. There was like I think I remember like the New Year's karaoke that you did where you were singing My Heart Will Go On. You did like a really good low note on it that I was like, whoa! For picky karaoke, mostly meant getting sloshed to overcome stage fright. Yeah, it seems like a prerequisite. You have to drink to do karaoke. So basically, what we're doing right now for Mocha and for anyone who's, I don't know, just like wandered in or has no idea why I'm just like repeatedly killing cats. I've neglected to pick up a necessary item that we needed earlier in the game, and these cats are the only enemies in the game that can drop it. And if we don't get this item, we will get a bad ending. If we just like walk like 10 steps past this point. You do singing even though your voice is shit, but you start yawning a lot and your throat gets tired right away. In the middle of singing? I don't believe that. You probably can sing, Cerebro. Like, this game got good music and graphics? Yeah. The music's written by Hiroki Kikuta, who wrote the music for Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana. He also directed the game. It's cool. I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna watch that horrible, gruesome, bad end. Because I just need some levity. You want to do more karaoke, IRL? You end up picking songs where you're like, oh, I know this one. And there's like 5 verses you've never heard. Yeah. There's like moments where I'm kind of like, maybe I will do karaoke someday, and then I start singing songs to myself or something, or I look up like karaoke for this song on like YouTube, and then I'm like, wait, what are all these lyrics? I've never heard this before. It's impossible. How do you even memorize all that? This is the story graphic constructed as an excuse to say they're blessed. Please, I know there's been a lot of animal cruelty in all these games that we've been playing, but it's not my fault. Right? Now let's just watch that bad end again. I just need to see something horrible. Oh, I just realized she's got the Kabbalah Tree of Life on her body. It's kind of cool. It's a really abrupt ending. Just, well, you fucked up by not picking up that pendant 6.5 hours ago, idiot. The moment you do karaoke, you'll only sing "Stand Up to the Victory" once, and you'll never sing again. What is that? What is that song? It's also really hard to get used to hearing your own voice if you're not used to having it played back. Yes, that is true. As I really like I like how my voice sounds in my head, but every time I go back to the VODs, I'm a little bit like, whoa, but I'm starting to get more used to it. The Victory Gundam open? What is Victory Gundam? Was I talking about Hooper earlier because of Life Force and that ending? Yeah, it's because we watched that and it looks like that part where the guy's face comes off in Poltergeist. Alright, let's go back into the game and kill more fucking cats. Just walking around with a burlap sack, picking up every cat we can find and killing it. Do you have my pendant? No. This cat does not have my pendant. What is Life Force? Are you talking about... What? We'll get it eventually, and then we'll get the good ending. It just seems like such a shame to get so far in the game and not be able to fight the last boss because I didn't pick up the damn item. Your cat Luna is sitting on your desk and pawing at my avatar. Please tell her that I'm not bad to cats. Please. Topooper also did Life Force, which is the weird space vampire movie. There are a lot of drained corpses that looked like that. That sounds horrifying. Space vampires? It's kind of weird. There seem to be a number of space vampire movies out there. Was Dracula 3000 in space? The one that had like Coolio in it? I don't know. Oh my god. You know, to be nice, they really should have put only those cats in this area. It's like a 10-foot hallway. Like, it's actually like unlikely that you would even get in a battle in between coming into this area and running up to the final boss. So like, you could have just put only cats and made this like a pendant grinding zone. Topooper also did... Oh yeah, I already read that. The best thing about Dracula 3000 is that it takes place on a spaceship called Mother 3. Is that true? Dracula 3000 predicted Mother 3. You still need to play the first Mother someday. Cat, you're dead. You will be consumed in the fires of hatred. Oh my god. Memes is using this. Okay. What a pain. I really think that this is like never just never gonna happen. We're never gonna get the cat's eye. Or no, we did get the cat's eye. We need the pendant. That's right. I've had a headache for like the past 3 hours. It's like only getting worse. I need more monster? No, I think that may be the problem. I drank 2 monsters already today. Bad idea. What are you holy shitting about? It's not that bad. It's a lot of caffeine, but I don't know, I'm used to it. Pushing it with 2. I'm fine, I'm fine. You don't really do caffeine? That's probably smart. It's not good. I used to not have caffeine at all. Like, I managed to cut it completely. And then graphite's the hardest mineral. That's not true. But I am the most stable form of carbon under normal conditions. When you have it, it keeps you up super late, yeah. If you have enough caffeine, it will do nothing. It will like make you sleepy. So far, streaming gave you headache, neck pain, and sore tooth. Oh no, I'm sorry, Leica. That sounds terrible. Is your streaming setup cursed or something? When you worked nights, there was a guy who would buy 3 monsters for lunch every day, and just that was like his entire lunch? You have really bad anxiety disorder, so caffeine is bad for you. But you love caffeinated drinks, so you drink a lot to make your tolerance high. Yeah. I just like the taste of Monster so much. It just tastes so good. It's like that's like why I drink 2 in one day sometimes. It's just like I want to drink more of that like battery acid like flavor. You're not used to talk and you bobble your head too much. Yeah. It's easy to whip your head around too much, especially if you're like if you're VTubing. You're like trying to emote or something. You had a roommate who was like a former coke addict or something and drank like 6 monsters a day. Jesus Christ. It's a good flavor. You're like stuck on energy drinks. You drank 1 to 2 full throttles a day for like 5 years. Oh my god. That's a lot. They mess with your stomach, so now you just had to switch to tea and balls. Yeah, I mean, it's probably better for you, ultimately, to not drink Monster with all the stuff that's in it. Or whatever energy drink. Full throttle. The first time I ever drank Monster, I think I was at Target with my friend, and I saw like Call of Duty branded Monster, and I was like, wouldn't it be like funny if I drank this? And then I drank it, and then I really liked it, and now like 7 years later, I have a problem. Let's see. This sucks. Pendant? No pendant. You played Death Stranding and the product placement worked basically. Yeah, it does. It's kind of fucked up that you can make him drink like 4 monsters back to back though. The man's heart would be dead. It would explode. The monster product placement is actually the most true to life thing ever. My friend said it was great. So we walked 2 miles from his house to a gas station to get it for your first time. That's kind of extreme. I don't know if it's that good. When you worked in a grocery store, you would go hide in the milk fridge to drink Monster on your breaks. Did you get cold? Did you wear a jacket? It was all you got too? You didn't even get like some Doritos or like Sour Patch Kids, Sour Patch Watermelon, cigarettes. I don't know. This is like the stupidest thing I've ever done in a video game. Including like platinuming Dark Souls. Nothing, just 1 can each. That is absolutely ridiculous. Why did you do that? You need Sour Patch rolling paper? That would be nice. It would be palatable. You've made it into bed, and now you'll fall asleep to graphite hello. Aw. That sounds quite nice. I hope I don't give you nightmares listening to this horror game. I hope you sleep well. Did you have a good day today? This is not horror, this is beauty. Yeah, it is a really nice looking game. All the pre-rendered backgrounds, they're so cool. Yeah, 1 more cat. We're just gonna kill more cats. How many have we killed so far? I wish we'd been keeping a count. Perfect for sleeping too. Yeah, I guess I don't yell or anything like some streamers do. You know, most VTubers don't yell. It seems like. Maybe there are some though. Your day was great. Oh, it was wonderful. I caught some of your stream earlier today, like right when it was like right after I'd woken up, but I wasn't able to get the whole thing because I was busy doing stuff in the morning, but it seemed really cool. All the scene transitions and stuff were great. Yeah, I've been having a great day. This stream for this game was a lot better than the last one, up until this point, where we've just been killing infinite cats. Alright, let's see. Why don't we just bump her to 99 if we can. And just keep bumping his agility, and... yeah, why not? Almost 7-hour stream? Yeah, it's quite long. It was longer yesterday, I think. I think we went to like maybe 8 hours or something. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to stream for a long time. When I used to stream like years ago, when I was just like a normal facecam streamer, I would only stream for like maybe like 2 or 3 hours at a time. So this is kind of new, but it's not that bad, honestly. You know. What does luck do in this game? Here, let's look at the manual real quick. Which I can't capture for some reason. The manual says... where is it? Luck influences the likelihood of encountering enemies, accuracy of attacks, effectiveness of defense, likelihood for escape, etc. So it's basically a useless stat. Just one of those, you know, like in most games, luck is just like the dump stat. Oh, why did I not choose run? We don't want to fight these guys. Well, we might as well just kill them. Why not? Why not? Our old friends, Mr. Upside Down Guy with 3 faces, and that crystal. Are there any games where luck builds are good? I think Dark Souls 3 has some like luck builds. Like, isn't there for Henri's like straight sword or whatever in Dark Souls 3? It's like based on luck. Yeah, because of one sword. Yeah. Isn't it used for like proccing like bleed or something on some weapons too in that game? I don't know. Was it the hollow sword? I thought it was Henri's straight sword or whatever, scaled off of luck. New Vegas lug is pretty strong. What does it govern in that game? Luck in Fallout is kind of cool. What does it do? I never use luck at all in Fallout. There's some game where it determines crits. Yeah, it seems like that's usually one of the kind of things that falls under the domain of luck. But it's always feels like it's such a like small percentage of success that it's maybe not always worth it to bump it. Hollow infused apparently scales off luck. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot there was an entire infusion for that. That's pretty cool. Crit chance, jam chance, gambling. Guns can jam in Fallout? Kind of forgot about that. Panacea X2, great. For a second I forgot that we were not fighting the cat, and I got excited when the item screen came up. Let's see if any of those cat's eyes that we got are like any better than the stuff that we already have. Nope. It's all crap. I wanted to like Dark Souls 3 like so much more than I did, but I still never played the DLC. Maybe someday, but I don't know. I played those games so much, it's like... I'm saying this now, but I was just talking earlier, like, oh, maybe I'll stream Dark Souls 2 sometime. It's like, I don't know, I've already played them so much. You really need to play Dark Souls? Yeah. They're fun games. They're very interesting. They're like very cool games that kind of suffer from being a little oversaturated in the culture at this point. Play Kingsfield? Kingsfield is amazing! Yeah, actually, play Kingsfield before you play Dark Souls, and then you can enjoy like seeing the primordial version and knowing where it came from. Played Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Those are both really good. Demon Souls is like so raw. It's so cool. I like how all the bosses in Demon Souls have like so little health. Like they're just like normal guys with like slightly more health. Not that many people talk about Dark Souls 2. Yeah, they only talk about it to like shit on it. And unfairly, I might add, because it's pretty good. It has like some cool stuff in it. Kingsfield 2 is better than Dark Souls 3. Yeah, like 10 times better. Kingsfield 2 is like amazing. Like the layout of the island, you know, feels like an old friend by the end of the game. Just what a beautiful like interconnected map. It's such a nice game. Dark Souls 2 is also better than Dark Souls 3. Yeah, would definitely agree with that. You're a Dark Souls 2 truther. Ever heard of Dragon's Dogma? I had a copy of it, but mostly I just watched like a person that I knew play it, and it seemed very tedious. But all the stuff that you can do, like climbing all over monsters, is like, that's very cool. I would like to climb all over monsters. It's cooler and more interesting than 3. Yeah, I don't know. 3 is a little, it's too pandering. Like there's fun parts to it, but it's just too I don't know. It's like, well, we heard you guys were mad about Dark Souls 2, so we'll make you the game that we think you want. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. Yeah, the hitboxes in 2 are not so good, but it's, you know, you can just learn to like play around that, honestly. It's like annoying if you are playing it for the first time or something though. Yeah, cheap fan service, it's a little hard to respect it, even though I want to. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus is good. I haven't played that in a long time. I got that remake, but I think it's made by Bluepoint, right? On the PS4 through like the PS Plus thing, but I haven't played it. I'm just worried that it won't look as good. They mess up the intended graphics. We were talking about this earlier, about how like a lot of like remakes or remasters, like I don't know, sometimes I don't like so much what they do with the graphics. You need to beat the Dark Souls 2 DLC. You got too frustrated at the samurai knights that accelerate the light speed when you're not looking at them, so you can't run away, even though that is really funny. I think that's the part where I gave up on the DLC as well. I was like, this is stupid, and just like gave up. You were never able to get into Dark Souls, so a friend suggested Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, they're kind of like, they have some similar aspects to them. I can see why. Did you play it and like it, Laika? That game is so great. Which one? Dark Souls 3 or the remake is good? Huh. You think the new graphics are much better than Demon Souls remake? Yeah, Demon Souls remake is kind of ugly. I don't know. I'm still kind of curious to play it someday, but I don't know when the hell I would even get a PS5. There's like nothing on PS5 that looks interesting, and the philosophy of like game development has changed so much that it's like, I don't know, can't really see myself getting a new console until like the end of the new generation, when they're announcing the PS6 or something. Your only experience with Demon Souls 2 or Dark Souls 2 is watching the Matthew Matosis critique. Who's that? I feel like I've heard that name before. Dragon's Dogma is cool if you're willing to invest the time in it. Yeah, it's a very long game, and it seems very repetitive. I will say it's very funny that all of your little buddies, like your party members, constantly just like say like the same shit over and over. So every time you see a skeleton, they say, bones! Walking bones! Human bones that move on their own! A goblin! Goblins ill like fire! It's a goblin! PlayStation whatever has no games is back. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is graphically boring. It's not that interesting to look at. Yeah, it's like there's like maybe like too much geometry in some of the environments, but it's just kind of like the art direction is a little too much. It's like excessive in a way that doesn't really end up having like a strong effect on you. It's a little deadening. And 2 has some really cool areas. And I like the weird way that things connect in 2, even though people seem to really get mad about that. I think it's fun. Makes it feel kind of surreal. PS3 has no games is so funny. It's your fave meme. Yeah, it is very funny. I think the PS2 had plenty of good games, or PS3 had plenty of good games towards the end of its life. You had to sell your PS4, so you'd only want a PS5 to play PS4 games. I guess that's legit. Wolves hunt in packs arisen. Yeah, all those voice lines. The PS3 had a lot of very interesting games. Kind of very unusual. PS3 PSN is so good, it's kind of incredible. Yeah, having all the emulated games and stuff like that on there. The PS3 Classic Folklore, I've seen that game around a lot, and I had a friend who recommended it, but I've always like think about buying a copy of it, but then never get around to it. It sounds so cool though. It's one of those games that seems like it's very uniquely like a very PS3 kind of like flavor of game. Wild how much better the PS3 PSN classics were compared to PS4. Are you talking about like how they only brought like a few PS2 games to the PS4? At least they brought Siren in, and you can play it at like a high resolution. That's pretty cool. The lag PS3 has on PS2 and PS1 games bugs you. Yeah, that's a problem for stuff like any game with timing. Like I don't think I'll try and play Vagrant Story on PS3 because that lag would make it like impossible. Like the chain attacks or whatever. What is folklore like? Like, what? It's, for some reason in my mind, I think of it as being like Lost Kingdoms, like that FromSoft GameCube game. I gotta put that on my like list of things to play. Shadow Tower? Yeah, I've got Shadow Tower on PS3, but haven't like made it super far in the game. It's very difficult. It's very austere. Folklore's art direction is amazing. You're curious about it because it was Koji Okada from Megaten's project after leaving Atlas. This looks like the cameo of PS3. What does that mean? What do you mean by that, Stunts? PS3, PSN classics had a lot of cool RPGs and Shadow Tower and like Dragon Quarter and GP. And PS4, PSN classics like Star Wars games. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. Fantavision? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a cat. Have I been like running away from cat battles without even realizing it? I feel like my brain is completely turned off at this point. It's not far off from Lost Kingdom. It's like a super graphite game. Linda Cubes again. I want to play that sometime, but it has no translation yet. Shadow Tower is mostly stinky, too many load times, and your weapons break too fast. Yeah, that is definitely a bummer. After playing like the Kingsfield games where everything is so seamless, like going to loading screens is like, I don't know, just feels like you guys could do this, right? You must be able to. And it's like, they were able to do that in Kingsfield, where a lot of that was like big outdoor areas, like especially in Kingsfield 3. It just seems odd that they just couldn't do that. Shelter Mix always wants you to play Shadow Tower, but it's so brutal. Yeah, it's like if you get into it, you can kind of get into like a rhythm, and like the feeling of pressing on is like exciting. But it is kind of like it can be kind of a drag in places. But the oppressive atmosphere and the weird enemies are very cool. Like the slimes with the big skull in it that breathe poison gas. I like those guys. Is Fantavision that like it's like a fireworks rhythm game or something? Excited because Car Godin is translating Linda Cubed. Who's that? So like a particularly good translator? Shadow Tower is kind of weird after playing Kingsfield. Yeah, pretty much everything about Shadow Tower just kind of feels off, especially since it's like clearly like patterned after Kingsfield. It's just like a non-Kingsfield game. Everything from like the attack range of the weapons to like the button layouts to, I don't know. It's not like they can't make another game with its own identity and like a similar gameplay, but it's like, I don't know. It just feels strange. Shadow Tower Abyss seems cool though. And someday I'd like to play Eternal Ring, even though I know that it's like bad. You feel like most of your favorite games are about dying a lot and starting over in a weird tower. Like Final Fantasy Legend 2? Weird towers are the most important part of any video game. This is true. Remember the weird tower in like the Halloween Town level in Kingdom Hearts that you can just like fall off of and fall completely down to the ground? Every great game has a tower. Translated Nappletail? What's Nappletail? You're literally like, what do you actually do with this game engine? I feel like you might just make a tower. Hey, it's a legit impulse. Yeah, Shadow Tower Abyss does have guns. That's an interesting change from every other game in that style that FromSoft has made. Don't you like start out with like a pistol or something? Seems like a cool game. I remember playing it a little bit and you can like dismember guys. I was like, whoa, that feels so fucking brutal. Like chop dudes' heads off with like just a hand knife. What a game. Can whip a Glock on headless ogre. Abyss is like proto Bloodborne in some ways. Yeah, that seems like it checks out. You actually love Final Fantasy Legend? Yeah, they're interesting games. They're very strange. I've been watching Super Great Friend play through Final Fantasy Legend 2, and the writing in that game, the translation. I don't think it's just the translation. It feels like it was probably written that way like originally, but it's like the text is just so funny in the game. It feels so like childish and like cute. I don't know. It's kind of the same way that I like about Final Fantasy IV, like the original, like the American like original translation official, where it just like felt like the story was like being written by a child in real time or something. I don't know. Something about the writing is so fun. Golbez, the crystals. Golbez. Ah, the crystals. Golbez. It's like half the dialogue in the game. Nappletail is a Dreamcast platformer, partially notable because the dev team is entirely women. That's awesome! I'm gonna write this down too, for future reference. My handy stenographer pad. The OST is so good. It's Yoko Kanno, cool! And we were talking, like, this is like hours ago, we were talking about like 90s dubs for things. And oh, never mind. That'd be such a great stream game. It's pretty short and easy. I don't know, but it's kind of fun to play like longer games. Like, I was psyched for this game because it would fit perfectly into 2 streams, but then we ran into this problem. I'm gonna just make sure I didn't pick up the pendant without noticing it. No, still no pendant. How many cats have we even killed at this point? How depressing. I feel like this is like draining my humanity from me. Just killing infinite cats. You don't need to read a story for your game. You could get a child to write it like XCOP, but XCOP is not nearly as fun as Final Fantasy. You know, someday we'll get this pendant. My face is permanently gonna hog out. People are gonna be asking me, what's wrong with you? And I'll say, I got the pendant to drop in Koudelka. And they'll say, what are you talking about? I'll say, can I please have a quarter pounder deluxe with large fries and a Dr. Pepper? Because that's what I want right now. Very badly. There's so much snow outside that I cannot go to McDonald's even though it's right across the street. I probably should not say that. I don't live next to a McDonald's. What are you guys doing right now? I know that you are absolutely not watching this closely. So, what are you guys doing to like keep yourselves occupied while you wait for this to finally end? Playing Mario Kart on your phone? Like, are you talking about like the mobile Mario Kart game? Suffering in Blender? Ooh, sounds like a fun time. What are you making, Race? Playing Raft with your friends? What is that? Raft? Is that like that survival game where you're on a raft? You were cooking and washing pots? That's cool. I do that a lot while watching streams. Actually, I'm just chugging hard cider and cramming back Doritos, completely absorbed in the cat drama. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it somehow. Drawing as usual. Micah, you're like a machine when it comes to drawing. The mobile gotcha Mario Kart. Enjoying pleasant conversation. Nice. Looking at your Twitter feed. Anything cool? Any rude pictures you're looking at? Any hot takes on your timeline? Any like discourse? Anyone getting run off the internet because they had a picture of Scooby-Doo's penis in their likes or something? Eating dinner and downloading Higurashi. Cool. Cool. Higurashi is cool as fuck. Wait, the game or the show? Stalker's weekly prompt. The dog with the hula hoops? What? Stalker has weekly prompts for drawing? Survival games are really funny because they feel like an audiovisual version, unironic, of if I was X, I would simply Y post. What do you mean? I don't know. What is that? Oh, I just accidentally almost escaped from a cat fight. That would have been bad. Any good drawings of Twilight Sparkle? Yeah. Share. Don't hold out on us. That's just called getting Sonic Fox. Wait. What is that in reference to? The game. You've only ever seen the show? Cool. The show is, seems fine. But the games, as I was talking about earlier, seem, I don't know, they have a better texture to me. And it's more fun to imagine the characters. Like, I had, like, really specific voices I was imagining in my head for the characters. Like, I always imagined, you know Fink from OKKO? I always read Satoko's lines in, Fink's voice. You like drawing, but you wish you were faster, so you could do more stuff. You are fast, though. You, like, done entire, like, color drawings in the space of, like, one stream before. Like, if I was in 9/11, I would have simply handled it. Okay, I get what you mean now. You're drawing Stalker Weekly prompt, but of the last week. Sonic Fox is a champion Mortal Kombat player. Oh yeah, but what do you mean, what was getting Sonic Fox? Like, what was, I can't, I just have a hard time mapping what was that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't follow some of the threads of, oh, getting Sonic Fox is when you follow Sonic Fox and he likes throbbing furry cock and ends up your timeline. That sounds cool. Sounds like a perk of following Sonic Fox. Maybe I should follow him. Okay, KO died too soon. Yeah, it's true. It was a good show. I didn't really watch it consistently, but it seemed very sweet. And the animation was very fun. The characters are nice. If I got sucked out of a plane, I would simply create a parachute on the spot out of my elastic track jacket. Yeah, anybody would do that. Sonic Fox doesn't even hide it in his legs. He'll retweet it and tag you. What a hero. Yeah, the Scooby-Doo penis. Yeah. Yeah. Please, will you be the cat that has the pendant? If this cat drops the pendant, I will go to church when COVID is over. My heart skipped a beat, but it was just the level up screen. Oh man. It's so funny watching these cats get obliterated by Blizzaga, yeah. It's pretty funny to be using these high level spells against just like, it's just a normal cat. It's not like these other guys that we see that are like a guy with 3 faces upside down, or what are some other, who are some of our favorite enemies from this game? That bulbous like skeleton that like crawls around and looks really sad, or that cool gigantic bat, or that flying orb with like a little head on it, or huge head kid. Yeah, There's like that. Are you talking about the one that looks like a bag with some tentacles coming out? You like the super muscular bug thing? That was pretty good. The dancing scorpion, yeah. These are all good guys. Good guys that we have known over the course of this game. There was the Mad Friar, who was insta-jibbing all of our guys, but we don't like him at all, do we? There's Alias hiding behind his barrels and shooting us with his revolver, like Revolver Ocelot. Oh, fond memories. The real pendant was the friends that we killed along the way. That's a cool sword, Edward. He should, like, clean it off, though. Man. Top content of Graphite stream. Animal cruelty and cool monsters. I really hope there's no animal cruelty in Clock Tower 2. I don't want that to become a running theme of these streams. We've also had plenty of child cruelty. I know there's like some like kind of hilarious child cruelty in Clock Tower 2. Not to spoil anything. But remember we were playing Ultimate Haunted House and there's like the only character that I could reliably get to like show up in the torture room was that child. We put him in the trash compactor. We put him in the Iron Maiden. We put him in the clamps and used the Swiss Army knife on him. Why did that keep happening? Just like possessed child cruelty and Ghost Head. Yeah, that's what I remember. When I was looking for gifs for Clock Tower 1, I came across gifs of I think exactly what you're thinking of from Ghost Head. That ugly kid deserved what he got. Yeah, his face was horrifying. It was just horrible. Remember the face that he made every time you gave him an item and he liked it? Or like, remember when we gave the puke from the garbage can to that child and he just died? Why did that happen? I keep thinking about Ultimate Haunted House still, and I want to like play more of it and like experiment with it, but I really don't want to do another stream of it. I keep dreaming of like playing it on the hardest difficulty and actually beating the game, but I really don't think that would ever happen. I'm gonna save just because we've grinded so much that it would be like a shame if we anything happened and I lost like all this grinding, even if we didn't get the pendant. After all this, I want the final boss to be as easy as possible. F-Lord, thank you for the follow. The music is still good. It's calming, even after all the animal cruelty and waiting for blessings that never come. Something about that particular sound effect paired with the cat getting knocked over is so ridiculous. Yeah, we're lucky the music isn't grating. I feel like I already asked this in like another stream, but do you guys remember like any RPG battle themes that are like particularly bad? I'm trying to think. Weren't we talking about that earlier? I can't remember anything anymore. You only remember the best ones? Yeah. I feel like it's on like the... not the tip of my tongue, but I can... Bad ones vacate your brain. There's... I think the battle theme for like Breath of Fire 1 is like kind of grating. I don't know, the Talcott games had pretty cool battle music. I like that they were very unfitting music. They're just Like public domain music. I think you mentally filter bad music. Yeah, you know, actually, I'm trying to think of just like any particularly bad video game music off the top of my head. I guess there's Crazy Bus, but that's like in its own class. What else? Sonic Spinball? But the music of that is cool. Sonic Spinball has got, well, there's the options screen music that is like pretty grating. It's like so trebly that it's like a little painful to listen to, but yeah, the option music specifically. That's the one I always think of from that game. That's a good example. It just sounds like someone is like sticking a psychic drill into your brain. Oh, my butt hurts from sitting. Remember that one boss in Final Fantasy VIII that has dialogue where he says, "My butt hurts from all this sitting"? That was fun. I guess that's one off, but the fight against Seymour in Final Fantasy X has a hilariously bad theme. Who's Seymour? I've never really played that game. I remember... Oh, another cat's eye. You shouldn't have. I remember when I played Final Fantasy X in high school, I got to the Blitzball, the mandatory Blitzball, and I was like, I can't do this. And then I just gave up. Never played it again. This is never gonna happen, is it? We're never going to get the pendant. This is like a cruel joke from God. We're talking about bad video game music. You just woke up. You just woke up from a horrible headache. Oh no, I'm sorry, Dot. Are you okay? No, I have a headache too right now. Can you think of any bad video game music, Dot? Seems like you would probably be able to think of something. The first Blitzball match is really hard for some reason. Yeah, I remember it just being like impossible. The one track Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock version, Prepare to Die Championship Edition. Yeah, the basement music. The that's really funny music. The Seymour boss theme has a kick drum and really loud cymbal on every single beat of the song. That sounds awesome. You're good, but it put you way behind on work. Oh no, I'm sorry. Lady Sia Tasoa airport theme? What is that? What the fuck is that? Never heard of that in my life. I wonder what the idea with that trumpet music was. Were they on like a really tight deadline, or like somebody like forgot to put that music in until the last second? They were like, okay, well, you have 15 minutes to write this music. They just like woke that guy up, like he was like sleeping after pulling an all-nighter. You can't go back to sleep until you finish the music. Oh, okay. I think it was actually mapped to the wrong instruments. It sounds pretty normal on the correct ones. Oh, okay. We'll message you the Lady Slutsoa airport theme on Twitter. Okay. I'm excited to hear the bad music. I'm even more excited for when we eventually get this fucking pendant. We can finish this damn game. Wasn't the composer for the DualShock version an absolute hack? I don't know. Who was it? Are they like notorious or something? Or the credited composer? I don't know. I can't really remember any of the music from the original Resident Evil game right now. Man, can we please just get like cats only? Did I ever hear the music from the American Idol GBA game? No? It sounds kind of familiar, but I can't remember. Just imagining what that might be is making me laugh. Hey, there's that one song. Do you know Smashing Drive? That game that was like a... It's like a game where you drive a taxi, like a future taxi or something. There was like one song on the soundtrack that was literally just like a rip-off of a specific remix of Dragula by Rob Zombie. A composer who pretended to be deaf for his whole career. That is horrible. He didn't even compose his own stuff, he got someone else to do it. Man, I don't know. How can people like that even exist, living in an absolute web of lies like that? Hola boa. Hello. Alan Mazor, welcome. Boa noite. I don't speak Portuguese, I'm so sorry. Resident Evil save room music is printed on your brain. That's a nice thing to have. Printed on the inside of your brain. A truly perfect song. No problem. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish that I could speak more languages, but I'm just a stupid American, and they do a bad job of teaching us anything in school that might be useful for like connecting with other human beings. So oh man. Oh well. You took 4 years of a language and remember almost nothing. Or doing taxes, yeah, they don't teach you any kind of like actual practical skills. Like especially since the Bush years, it's just all standardized testing. And like, you know, when you teach kids to pass standardized testing, what you're teaching them to do is to identify and beat expectations as fast as and like frictionless as possible. Which like you can see why that would be kind of evil and develop like really unbalanced people. I took Mandarin for like 4 semesters and I cannot communicate at all in Mandarin beyond like the most basic like rudimentary level because like the general like American and also Spanish too. Like I took Spanish for like several years in high school. I just like I can remember a lot of it and like say like very basic things, but it's like as far as actual communication, no, it's like all based on worksheets and tests. Like there's not really much consideration for like, okay, well like you should watch this and like get some of this country's culture or like any kind of natural sample of like the language or like actually you know perish the thought, like actually talk to someone who speaks that language, like one-on-one. English language, American language classes are disappointingly useless. They're so bad your family forgot a language. What? What do you mean? How? I know that like VTubers are not supposed to get political or whatever, but like are there any like VTubers who are like nationalistic about the United States? It's like seems unimaginable. Is there anybody in VTubing that's like proud to be like American? Seems unlikely. Your ASL classes were alright. You still remember some of it. Yeah, I mean, that seems like they have some more practical use. They're out there, you think? You know, come to think of it, I was watching a VTuber kind of recently. I thought she was kind of funny, and then she posted on Twitter that she was banned from Twitch for hate speech. And I was like, damn. And then I unfollowed her. Just like American education is so English focused, a lot of immigrant families will like forget their other language. Yeah, I think that's like a deliberate thing. I think that, you know, schools do that to, you know, especially for like first generation, like kids who are just coming in with their parents, like their parents have just moved in the country. They do that to like sever the connection of like the child to their family's like culture. It's, you know, it seems to be blatantly what it's about. I'm very strong because you're in the same place and you're not even level 27? Well, basically, there's an item in this game called the pendant, and I didn't get it, and it's necessary to get the good ending. And so what I've been doing is grinding for the past like 2 hours to get the pendant from these cats, and I just cannot find it. Forget the other language to assimilate better, and also because there's no outlet to practice or vocate in anything unless a French teacher is yelling at you to translate a specific English phrase. At least the conversation has been pleasant. Yeah, I mean, basically, this is like a talking stream, just like a let's chat stream while I'm doing this compulsive like ritual in the background with this jolly music. Can't imagine doing this without chat. Yeah, I mean, if I was recording this for like a let's play or something, I would just cut all this out and just be sitting here for hours, probably like questioning what the hell I'm doing with my life. But this is really nice. This is like literally chat is making this like bearable, so thank you. How many cats must perish? That's a good question. I would really like to know. I would like to know how many more cats we have to kill to get the damn pendant. Well, apparently at least one more. You feel like you've seen grinding and just chatting streams before? Yeah, that sounds legit. If they're here, they're probably evil cats anyway. Cats anyway, yeah. I mean, they do cast evil spells. Remember? When the cat attacks, there's like evil chanting that comes out of just the cat while it's sitting there doing its idle animation. Then you get hit by like dark energy. Milkshake cats? What percentage of all the fights I've had in this game have been cats? It has to be at least 20% at this point. There was like quite a few fights earlier though. This is like almost making this like better than if we had just gotten to the end of the game conventionally. It feels like I don't know, like a religious trial or something. As milkshake ducks? Oh. Alright. Oh my god. This will never end. Ever. On and on. Forever and ever and ever. Amen. At least we get more content out of it. Yeah, that's right, don't you know? The longer that a game is, the more hours of your life that you spend playing a game, that means you're getting more value per dollar, which means that it's better. So actually, maybe this is the best RPG of all time. So Faith and Kaitos 100% is the best value game, right? I don't know anything about that game. How long is it? I was thinking Dragon Quest 7, because that game is stupidly fucking long. 100% is like 144 hours. I would rather die than do that with my fucking time. Is the game good, like, aside from that? I remember it getting good reviews at the time. But I don't know, I don't really agree with critics on too much, so... Last year, you played RE3 Remake like 5 times in a row, just trying to make it worth it, and it never was. Oh, it is a very short game, but... I don't know, I thought it was okay. It's fun enough to play. After 5 runs, your playtime was still lower than in your 1 RE2 run. Yeah, RE3 Remake is very short. They should have spent more time on the game, and not the bad multiplayer mode. If this were Megaton, you could just bribe the cat. Oh, if only. If only. I would love that. This is why you don't do some games. Yeah, that's probably smart. There's a lot of games where, you know, as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at just being like able to tell kind of at a glance, like, no, sorry, but I'm not playing this one. Because there's a real-time mechanic to evolve items, and the shampoo takes 2 weeks, but you couldn't change the GameCube clock or be in menus. That's evil. That is like demonically fucking evil. Why would they do that? Why would anyone do that? The dodge feels great, but you feel like that was all you got from RE3. None of the areas are very interesting, and all of them are totally short. Yeah. I can't really remember, actually. The city streets area of RE3 was like kind of cool. But there wasn't really enough of it. You know, that was like a big part of the original game. It was like the bulk of the game, right? You walk around in the streets. There's just like one little area in the remake. That part was kind of a bummer. Sounds like Animal Crossing hours. You know, did you guys like New Horizons? People really like that, or were they just like really depressed from like the pandemic and like needed ritual and like compulsive like everyday activities? It's too unbaked still. You liked it until you stopped playing it. You didn't even notice and had already made it into the sewers. The streets are super short. Yeah, it was very disappointing in that regard. Both. You didn't even get out of the tutorial in New Horizons. Yeah, the tutorial was quite bad. Then you realized it kind of sucked. You never played an Animal Crossing, but you did just to get a Switch. You did just get a Switch. You had money for one game. You got Fire Emblem. Didn't help that the tutorial was multiple days long. Yeah, I remember people being really upset about the tutorial when the game was new. I played that game for like weeks. And I was like, this is starting to feel like really depressing. And I checked my playtime and it was like over 100 hours, and I was like, what have I been doing? You think that terraforming introduces a level of micromanagement you feel like is counter to what you thought was interesting about it as a kid? Yeah, I would agree. There's like too much, it gives you too much control and too much daily compulsive activities, like all the crafting and stuff. I don't know. The fact that tons of people are crazy toxic about time travel and bullying others into playing too slowly. Yeah. There's a lot of big opinions about the game, I guess. Well, I'm giving my own big opinion about it right now. I'm part of the problem, but one full-priced game, you got some cheaper things on sale. Yeah, it's nice that it's the Switch having that eShop makes it easier to get some decent games when they go on sale. The only other one you played was New Leaf. But you just didn't like interacting with the villagers. Yeah, I don't know. Some people get really attached to their villagers, but I don't know. It's kind of little lifeless. They all kind of act the same. Your roommate bought one Switch to crack games. Then New Horizons came out and he bought a second. Why? Oh, because you can't play it on a cracked Switch. Nintendo tax, though? What is Nintendo tax? Hmm? No online on cracked? Oh, okay, that makes sense. You already bought Mario Kart 8 and it's DLC on Wii U. Why is it still $60 on Switch? I don't know, because Nintendo wants your money. Just that they never discount games, yeah, they really don't. Which, I don't know. Maybe the culture of like extremely discounting games being like a normal thing. Like everyone waits for sales for like PC games and stuff. Maybe that's like not such a good thing, but I mean, I don't think that's like a problem that goes to higher up the economic chain than just like, I don't know, the companies or like the marketplaces themselves. Maybe it's like everything is so devalued to the point that it's just become normal. Why the hell economic system? Okay. It is really true that you can get this item, right? I'm gonna Google real quick and just make absolutely sure that this really drops from these cats. Oh. Man, I can't believe... I literally can't believe that you checked the wiki a few minutes ago and it did say so. God damn. I can't believe that I literally was watching the VOD and I looked at the opening cutscene and I was like, man, it seems kind of weird that they really pointedly showed her pendant flying away into the courtyard. I wonder what that's about. And then we started the game and I was in that courtyard and walked around for a while and didn't find it. Now it's like the linchpin of the entire game. Oh my god. Why would they do that? That's just like stupid. That is bad. I am mad. Dropped by a black cat. Special. Special. Disc 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. 1 year later, you can get Ultimate Editions at like $30. Really shows the current state of AA, yeah, AAA, yeah. Even like Nemesis, Resident Evil 3 remake, that was like down to $20 or less, like within the same year that it came out. It's really weird. Just like a total meat grinder, a human meat grinder, just using like thousands of people's labor, like produce these totally disposable entertainment items that... It's just depressing. It's just so depressing. The games industry. AAA games need to learn that you want shorter, uglier games. Yeah, agreed. Like, honestly, I don't get it. I don't get the constant push for fancier graphics, longer games. I don't know. Honestly, like, games being over 20 hours is like kind of a curse, in my opinion. Shorter, uglier games that aren't the exact same thing. Yeah, there's just too many. I don't know. There's just so many games that are just not interesting. Like that. I don't even know what I was gonna say. After the first hour or two, you don't care what the graphics look like. Yeah, like there's like that Dragon Quest XI. They like ported it to the Switch and then like had to downgrade the graphics some for the hardware. Then they ported it back to the PS4 and like kept the graphical downgrades. And it's like, I don't know, some people really don't like that, but it's like, I've played games that look like way less spectacular than that, like for hundreds of hours of my life, so why is this the time to start caring about it? You know, like honestly in PC games, even if like my PC can handle it, I'll usually like turn the settings like kind of lower. I don't ever use anti-aliasing because I think it's like for heathens. So I just don't care. Graphics can look like anything. If the art direction is good. You love Jaggies so much? Yeah, hell yeah. They're beautiful. Need to have all that like weird interference on like foliage in new games because of all the Jaggies. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of games look better at lower settings. Yeah, playing at lower resolution and like no anti-aliasing, no soft shadows. The Switch has plenty of hardware to make the best looking game ever. The only performance that bugs you is lag and frame rate. Yeah. Sometimes low frame rate is like kind of funny though. Like when you go to Stonefang Tunnel in Demon Souls, that is really funny. When you go into that one room and the frame rate drops to like the single digits. You play CSGO and Siege at 144 Hz, so you need frames. Do you really notice the frame rate like at that high of a frame rate? Like, is it really different on a computer from 2010? Oh my god. I care a lot about how games look, but that shouldn't mean extremely high detail, expensive photorealism. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know why that's like the end goal that everyone seems to be striving for. The FPS dip can be iconic. Like, I remember there was that guy in Diablo 2, Lister the Tormentor, in Act 5 or whatever. He was known as Lagster the Tormentor because he spawned so many enemies that he would just like cause the game to drop to single-digit frame rates or something. You literally don't notice the visual difference. It's like in comp FPS, having a higher frame rate means there are more frames where your computer is processing your input, so it gives you a slight advantage. Oh, okay. You like NES games where slowdown is part of the mechanics, like bullet time. It's a funny way to put it. If you play a Twitch-based multiplayer game with 100+ FPS, the game definitely feels a lot smoother. And you feel it when you're forced back to 60. Really? Huh. If you hit an enemy so hard the FPS dips, it gets an extra point. Yeah, agreed. Something about frame rate hits is just so fucking hilarious. The frame rate stuff in FromSoft games feel like a part of the atmosphere and even how they play. Yeah, I think that the only thing that makes Blighttown like kind of like bearable emotionally is that the frame rate is so bad that it just is like cartoonishly hilarious. You want to play Drakengard 3, but you heard it runs poorly even on PS3. Yes. It is a terrible frame rate. PSX Kingsfield Games and DSO? What is DSO? Oh, Demon Souls. Yeah, the PlayStation, like Kingsfield 2, by the Japanese numbering, like something about the way that the music interacts with the like weird affine texture warping, and like the way that the frame rate constantly changes, like when you turn, like makes it feel so seasick. It makes it feel like the world was made of jelly. We got Drakengard 3 running at 60 FPS on an emulator and it's so weird. Okay, enjoy your food, Cerebro. I guess you'll find out later if anything happened in this. You like when Quelaag Lava miss on Xbox and the whole game starts max painting? Max painting? I would kind of like it if I was at the level cap so that these screens would not even appear and like give me false hope anymore. God damn it. Uh, yeah, that's exactly what you were thinking of. Yeah, it's weird. Something about specifically that music in the first area, the dun 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 dun. The way that that music sounds, with the stretching textures and the slow movement, the frame rate changing like with every like 10 degrees of turning. It's like God is like stretching the world around you as you move. It's so fucking weird feeling. I feel like this game is giving me a fever. You miss games where like the music would slow down and speed up based on how well the game's running. Yeah. It kind of feels like it does in King's Field, but I can't tell if it's like just a psychological effect of like the frame rate. Seems believable that they would tie the music to the frame rate. Alright, cat. Please, cat. If I ask you nicely, will you have the pendant for me? It was bad for how they played it, but you like that almost no PAL games were optimized for incorrectly, so most of them were chopped and screwed. Yeah, that's a little depressing. I feel bad for people who played like PAL games that had like really fucked up music. Isn't it like pitched down or something in like most games? Plays at like the wrong frame rate. I guess if it's the only thing that you've known, then you know, it's not noticeable because it's just the way that the game is. There was this one time. Uh-oh, what's up with my controller? Okay. There's this band, Cardiacs, that I had like one of their albums. It was like back when their albums were like really hard to come by. Like you couldn't really like buy them very easily. And I got like I think I maybe downloaded off like Soulseek or something, one of their albums that was like a cassette tape. And I listened to it for years, thinking like, yeah, this is great. Like I love it. Like many years later, I got the official version of the album and it was significantly slower. And like, it was just really bizarre because it was like, oh, somebody recorded that off of like a slightly sped up cassette tape. And I've been listening to it like faster and pitched up for many years. Yeah, Cardiac's so cool. Rest in peace to Tim Smith. I haven't listened to them like a super a lot in like, you know, years now, but I still cherish the like the memories of like enjoying the music so much. Watching like the music videos and stuff. Yeah, rest in peace. Seems like he got a really horrible time after he had his stroke or whatever it is that just like ruined his entire life. What a bummer. You loved Tim Smith in high school, but you couldn't figure out how to buy their albums, so you just watched their albums on YouTube. Yeah, for a while it seemed like they were only available on like iTunes or something, which is like really not my preferred way to buy music if it's gonna be digital. Escape. Sure like to escape from this game. Ha 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 ha. My pride won't let me. This is like the most extreme, like sunk cost fallacy. How can you possibly like back out after playing for so long, killing so many cats? Guess you should play something yourself. Yeah, You know, honestly, playing games on like a Switch or something while you're watching like streamers is like, I don't know, it's a good way to spend the time. The sunk cat fallacy. Wasn't there like one of those documents that we read earlier where the guy was like, oh, I've killed over 200 people to bring, what's her name? I can't even remember her name anymore. The character, Gracie. What the hell's her name? Elaine? Yeah, Elaine. Is like, I can't back out now or it would all have been for naught. That's me with these cats. Fallacy might be. Sounds like a Freudian slip to me. I was watching Tenchi Muyo, the original OVA recently. I'm just like noticing how ridiculously not phallic, pretty phallic, but I mean Freudian that show is. Like how Tenchi goes into this like very like yonic like cave and goes down and gets like his sword that like is super looks like a phallus, looks like a veiny like penis or something. And when he gets it, it opens up like another like narrow crevice that he goes into and meets like what's her name? Ryoko. And she comes out and like she's like this domineering woman who has like a sword. There's like also a phallic symbol, her like beam sword. And she like chases him around, like fighting him. And then they have like that fight at the school or whatever. And he ends up like, you know, pacifying her by like his sword that's like his symbol of his manhood like turns into a lightsaber, and he like cuts her hand off and she loses that jewel that lets her make the beam sword. It's like a castration symbol, and then she immediately becomes like domesticated and starts living in his house and acting like all docile and stuff. It's like, this is like the most Freudian thing of all time. It feels so ridiculous. All you know about Tenchi Muyo is he always shows up at the top of those anime power level charts. I don't know why, he's like a little weenie. What's wrong with, he just like, seems like he sucks. Seems so obvious on rewatch, but it goes right over your heads as a kid. Sorry, Laika. This is what this game is doing to my brain. Tenchi being such a boring protag who everyone caters to is the main thing that annoys you about that. Yeah, he's just kind of nothing. He doesn't even like look like the rest of the characters on the show. Seems like he's like really obviously supposed to be just like like he's either a joke character or supposed to be like a cipher for like men watching the show. It's really weird. A lot of similar anime and manga. Your kind of problem with a lot of visual novels. Yeah. Oh, it's fine, but you missed the context, so I was just like rambling, honestly. Just kind of talking out of my ass, because I don't know what else to do. The self-insert blank slate boys. I feel like the main character in like Higurashi has at least like got something to him. And he gets debased and stuff, so that's good. He's not like just a total like, oh, I'm like, I got all the ladies. I guess Tenchi is like kind of a weenie who's always getting dunked on or whatever too. You loved it as a kid and thought about rewatching, but everyone says it sucks. Honestly, the animation is really good. In the original Tenchi Muyo Ryo-Oki, the OVA, the animation is great. It's just kind of stupid writing, and the girls are all really adorable. So, it's just like stupid. It's like, you know, dumbass, like, puberty anime. I don't know. You can watch it if you want. You don't have to. He's a little freak and you love it. Yeah, he is. He's disgusting. Higurashi is pretty good comparatively, yeah. It's not like he's like a super deep character, but like you have a sense of like some interiority of like Keiichi. You love Keiichi because he's such a weirdo. Yeah. I remember screen capping a lot of stuff from those games, but then I didn't realize that it wasn't like uploaded to the cloud or whatever, and lost all my screenshots when I reinstalled Windows. Some of them were so good. You watched a lot of Tenchi and stuff of that ilk just from going to anime club every week in the late 90s. Yeah, seems like the kind of thing that you would see at anime club in the 90s. I remember seeing it on Toonami after school. Like in the evenings. I didn't watch it like religiously, but I did like the characters a lot. I was like very attached to Ryoko. You haven't played Higurashi, but all you know is you want an air-conditioned car for Keiichi, yes. There are some VNs you're interested in, but we'll never play because they have a lot of obligatory bad porn in them. Like what? Are you thinking of like... I know that Song of Saya and Tsukihime have like arrow scenes, right? Pretty Sammy is cooler than Tenchi? What is that? You love that Yuno was made by math prodigies. And he has all these experimental systems and complex lore. But it's just a terrible hentai game. What are you talking about? What is that? Always think about how in Fate the porn scenes have really disgusting descriptions like freshly boiled pussy, like Fate Stay Night. Its H scenes are notoriously bad. I like how you both posted that at almost the same time. Pretty Sammy is the Sasami Mahoshogo spin-off. Oh, cool. I wonder if I have got that or not. That sounds interesting. I'd like to watch more magical girl stuff. That's better than Madoka, because I watched so much Madoka lately, and all it's really done is make my opinion of Madoka drop more and more. Even though I do like the characters still. I feel like I've talked about this like every stream so far. I'm just like, I keep watching Madoka, but I don't like it. Something was wrong with me. You would go crazy if I watched Cardcaptor Sakura. It would influence me greatly. I got like maybe 5 or 6 episodes into it. It was really good. I don't know why I didn't keep watching it. It's like the animation is like amazing. I already know that it will like fit my brain like a glove. I know that there's some things in it that will affect me deeply. Gotta watch more Magical Girls too, except you haven't watched Madoka. That's fine. That's honestly fine. You can just like take a Madoka like personality test or something, and then just say that's your favorite character. You can relate to not being crazy about Madoka, but you would say you like it more than not. Yeah, it's like I kind of like it, but it's like it's very like so flawed. I don't know. I don't think it's very well written, and especially like Rebellion. That movie has so much dead air in it. Just like shit happening. It's like, well, we had to fill more time in the movie so that you would feel like you were watching an epic long movie. You know, a girl who chants love at the bound of the world is one of the classic PC98 VNs. Oh, I didn't realize that had like more to it than just like reading the story. You wish all of Madoka was animated the way the witches are, including the main characters. Yes, that would be a huge improvement. That's like when I was forcing my friends to watch the recap movies and Rebellion. We were basically just, it was like Gaijin 4 Coma, and the first part was like the rest of the show, and the part where all the guys are hyped up is like anytime the witch labyrinth showed up. You're watching Princess Tuto? Does that count as Maho Shoujo? It seems like it. It seems like that's kind of within that realm. Taking a Madoka test right now. You'll let me know. I already know your Cube stuns. What other answer could there be? There's a lot of like physics, math, philosophy, history stuff in it, and a really complex divergent timeline system. Huh. Then the other half is like sleazy porn. Well, sounds like that could be fun. The clash between the two. As opposed to something like Cardcaptor Sakura, it's totally meant to be inspiring for young girls. Yeah. There's, I don't know, it feels like the motivation behind like Madoka is corrupt. Cardcaptor Sakura is very, very sweet by comparison. I like some stupid and bad anime, but I really would like more like sweet and sincere anime like more often than like watching things like Madoka really. Last year you watched so much Heartcatch Precure and it was powerful age regression stuff. Congratulations. Did you have a good time? I've still never watched any Precure. Imagine having something called a Witch Labyrinth in your show, and that's not just the whole show. Yeah. It's like clearly the best part of the entire thing. A lot of people now just want to do their own magical girls but edgy. It's kind of like that same thing that we were talking about earlier of like making like wacky like visual novels or whatever. Feels like, I don't know. I guess it's different because that was talking specifically about like Westerners making stupid visual novels, but I don't know. It's like there's, I don't know, you don't need to make it edgy. Like I think that the stupidly edgy parts of Madoka, like when it starts to get like really like twisted, I think those are really funny parts of the show. But it's like it doesn't make me feel anything. Like I don't feel any like real positive emotions outside of just like okay, well the visuals look very nice. You know, that kind of thing. When I look at a lot of Madoka. Nurse Angel Ridika is a really good 90s Mahou shoujo. I'll write that down. Nurse Angel Ridika. You wish Clear Card was better? I've seen some screenshots and it looks a little... Nah. It's pretty pure. Cool. Could be execs noticing the Western audience and trying to cater to them. Yeah, it could be. I've noticed, I don't know if it's a translation thing or not, but it feels like some recent, like, kind of bigger projects, like, feels like they go out of their way to explain some, like, Japanese cultural context that, in a way that it feels like, is this, like, aimed at, like, Americans or something? It's kind of weird. Like, I noticed that in, like, Sarazanmai, kind of. You thought the best part of Madoka was the twist. Well, that was a bit spoilery, so we should probably avoid talking about that too much, but I don't think that very many people have avoided that spoiler, though. It's like all that anybody talks about with the show. I don't know. I like stupid grimdark stuff sometimes, but shrug. But I keep watching it. I've watched the series twice, and then the recap movies, and then I watched Rebellion twice. I don't know why. And then I just keep talking about it. I keep watching Madoka, but I don't like it. I don't know what's wrong with me. You have brain damage, Graphite. You have got brain damage. There's a coin stuck in your brain. It's causing you problems and making you watch anime series that you don't like that much over and over. I guess I watched, like, I wasn't really feeling like the last half of like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and was just kind of watching it for the characters, but it's not even like the Madoka characters got like any interesting like writing like the Brotherhood ones did. Yeah, the art is cute. Yeah, it's really like, this is another thing, is like the character designs are done by Ume Aoki, who was made Hidamari Sketch. I think they really carried the show outside of the labyrinths, so you know, she needs a lot of credit. Watching anything airing right now? No, I haven't really been watching anime lately, because streaming just takes up so much like free time, and if I'm not streaming then I'm probably watching other streamers. You don't watch anime that's airing usually. You almost binge everything at once it's done. Hidamari Sketch is super cute. Yeah, it is. It's like tied for favorite show with like Azumanga Daioh for me. It's so cute. It's such a wonderful show. It used to be the same way, but a few shows made you change that. Which ones? What are you watching right now? Is anybody in here watching, like, currently airing anime? What's, like, up right now? I know there's, like, a new season of Non Byorri, but I haven't even finished the second season of that yet. Azumanga is one of your goats, yeah. It's amazing. It's so wonderful. It's, like, I don't know. After watching a lot of, like, moe anime and, like, seeing all this stuff that I didn't know came from Azumanga yet, and then watching that show and being like, oh, this is like where all of this flows from. It's like kind of an incredible experience. And it's like also very genuinely funny and very sweet, and I don't know. It's just like beautiful. Except for what's his face? Kimura Sensei. He sucks. The only current show you're watching is Skate Infinite. What is that? You're trying to watch the horse girl racing anime, but you're really bad at keeping up with the anime. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, like, you know, even remember what episode that you're on if you're not using something like Crunchyroll that just takes you back to the next episode when you're done with, like, when you sign out or whatever. You identify with Sakaki more than almost any character in anything ever. Yeah, she's wonderful. She's so great. It's so touching. Yeah. Hero Camp made you start watching airing shows. Still have not seen that, but people seem to really like it. Though not current. Yamano Susume is super wholesome and cute. What is it? What is it about? I feel like it's been a year or more since you watched an entire anime. I think Alien 9 was the last thing you finished. Alien 9 is very good. It's very mercifully short too. The animation is so good, and the music, like that music that plays when the little commercial break, like bookends or whatever. Yeah. Hey, hey. That one. It's so cool. Item? No. Skate Infinite is a downhill skateboard racing anime. That sounds like it could be interesting. Like, is it like sportsy? Watched it for the first time last weekend. Currently airing for you, Kumo, Hero Camp Season 2, and Beastars. You love the Alien Knight OP? Yeah, it's good. It's underrated. It's about a middle high school girl being brought out of her shell by her friends by means of hiking and mountain climbing. Wait, is that called Encouragement of Climb in English? Is that what it's called? The Alien Knight OST is great. We're gonna BRB to do an ERBS match. Don't find the pendant while I'm gone. Okay. Well, I'll just fall asleep right here until you're back. That's Air Gear vibes? Not familiar with that. Or Ikemen. Ah, okay. So that is Encouragement of Climb, which is like, that's a really awkward, I feel like we've talked about some awkward translations of titles of anime in this stream before. Encouragement of Climb, that's a weird ass like translation of like a title or something. That's way weirder than like Dungeon, Delicious in Dungeon, which is also a very clumsy feeling. Before Alien 9 was released, you found a trailer music video for it that had the opening, and you watched it so many times. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it has some kind of like magnetic power to it. It's cool. It had to be like 2001. Yeah, the kind of era where, did you like download it off of like Kaza or something? Ikumen means like beautiful men, basically. Ah, okay. Or like Yuri on Ice or something like that. After watching Alien 9, you read the manga and stuff, and the stuff after the initial manga was not so good. Yeah, it kind of falls off after then. And there's also Alien 9 emulators, which like was like kind of a sequel. It felt kind of phoned in. I don't know. Cat's Eye. God damn it. Like it felt like in Alien 9 emulators, it felt like the artist was like drawing the same faces over and over again for some reason. Like I noticed he kept drawing this one open mouth face that, like for the characters like yelling, like over and over again. It was just like really odd. It was, I don't know. It seemed like maybe he just wanted to move on to other things, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. He did a self-published thing a few years ago and used 3D models that were just textured in his style. That sounds awesome. You know, using 3D in comics is like, I guess manga. It seems cringe to call it comics. It's clearly manga. But it seems like kind of underutilized. Like you could just render like a 3D comic. There's no reason you can't. I kind of thought the more recent one with the 3D and photo textures was kind of sick looking. Yeah, that sounds awesome. What is it called? Is that Alien 9 Next? Or whatever? Or is it something else? His Yume Nikki manga, like it looked cool, but I don't know, I kind of wasn't into like actually reading it. Love my Japanese comic books, yes. Gonna start referring to shonen as like Japanese superhero comics or something. Yeah, next, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll check that out. I think that Shelter Mix was talking about that recently. Shonen isn't a genre? I guess that is true. It's a demographic. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Cerebral. You don't care about the narrative. He tried to contrive out of it, but it had some really beautiful spreads. Yeah. It's just, you know, sometimes it just needs to look nice. It doesn't necessarily need to have a good story. It worked really well on some angles, but not most of the time for you. On the Alien 9 Next? Let's see. I don't even know why I bother, like, comparing the equipment anymore. It's like, it's not gonna be worth it. It's like 1 or 2 points difference, and we're already like nearing max of like every useful stat in the game. Also, it seems to be unfinished even though it's been a few years. It seems like his work is kind of inconsistent. I don't know. It seems like maybe he wasn't able to make manga work like full time, so that guy's probably got like a day job now. I'm gonna go fix something to eat now. Hopefully I can get something for the next cat. Well, I hope you enjoy your food. I'll keep hoping. You know, this is going on so long. I think when I hit, I'll give it another 20 minutes. And if we don't make it, then I'm gonna call it and we'll do it tomorrow, because I can push back Clock Tower 2 another day. And I have one short game to play tomorrow for President's Day also. It's not JFK Reloaded like we were talking about earlier, even though I really wish we could play JFK Reloaded. We prefer a Yume Nikki manga to not like try to narrativize the game. Yeah, doesn't, you know, trying to put a literal story onto it is not going to improve it. It just can't. It just won't. Here's what you and Nicholas are really about. Yeah. This feels pointless. I'm planning on reading more of him, but after some other stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of manga in the world. We'll never get to all of it. Oh, I just remembered there's like a new Made in Abyss chapter that just got translated. I wonder if anything will happen in the story. Don't tell me if it did, because I want to know for myself when I read it. If anything will ever happen again in the story. Hello, cat. We meet again. Maybe it's just the same cat over and over, and the cat is just like really into this. Cat just likes it. Maiden Abyss release schedule, yeah, is very erratic. Sometimes it's 1 month, sometimes it's 2 or more months. The only reason that I know about it is just because I stay in a Discord server for it that I've never said a single word there. It's just they ping everyone when a chapter comes out. So it's like, alright. Well, there's a little red notification by the server. Must be time. My mind decaying in real time. I feel like I'm going to be like 100 years old by the time we find this fucking pendant. How many hours have we been doing this for? This has literally been like 2 straight hours of just fucking killing cats. This is like the most insane shit I've ever done in a video game. And that includes the... You know in Dead Rising, there's like that Chivo you can get where you kill like however many... Like you have to kill like a number of zombies equal to like the population of the town or something. Like... New Dungeon Meshi released this week, very good. I haven't been caught up with it lately. There was like a point where I hit the end of like what had been officially released in English, and then I read like the stuff that had been scanlated, and then I just kind of fell off for a little bit, but it's really good. This is like one of the best manga I've ever read. Want to catch up with it. So many good characters. It's one of those like Dorohedoro where it feels like every character is good, like nobody is like out of place. I think it's been 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Oh. This is so stupid. You think you've only been here for cat killing? Yeah? God, I'm so sorry. Well, at least people just keep staying, which is like incredible. I can't believe that anybody has stuck around for this long. I still haven't read the last volume to have more stuff to read when the next one comes out. That's probably smart. It's really frustrating to get to the end of like the available, like published version of like something that you're reading, and there's just like nothing. You just gotta start waiting for like a month at a time or whatever. Dungeon Meshi is so damn interesting. Yeah, it is. I don't know, the theming, the setting, the characters, like the art, the like pivot in tone is like, I don't know, it's also done so expertly. Like, I'm blanking on her name right now. What's her name? Why can't I remember her name? Her other manga from before Dungeon Meshi, Terrarium and Drawer, that's also really good. If you like her art and want to see her doing something like wildly different, yeah, Ryoko Koi, she's amazing. Her art and like her sensibility for like writing characters, the characters are like very nuanced. Really great mastery of like changing tone. It's the only ongoing comic that you started and you hate waiting. Yeah, That's understandable. You have some vital info for me about the cat from a Game of FAQs guide. What do you have for me? Are you gonna tell me that this has all been for nothing? You own a few volumes of Dungeon Meshi. It takes like maybe 3 volumes to really get into like the part where you're like, holy shit, like this is incredible. I would like to know what this cat news is. If I've been doing this for no reason, I'm gonna be very sad. Location, endgame. 4th floor exterior, hidden font. Are you fucking kidding me? But when I was looking at the wiki, it said that they appeared all throughout this area. Hidden font? What? Where's that? What? What the fuck? I hate everything. Yeah. You must be joking. Hidden font? Where the fuck is that? It's a fixed encounter against the boss music score. Are you fucking serious? Well, I mean, of course something this stupid would happen to me. Oh, I mean, it's really my fault for not, like, going and making absolutely sure. But, like, all the Game FAQs guides, and even the wiki. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is the stupidest thing ever. I can't believe this. But it's, like, too funny for me to even, like, be angry about. It's just too funny. I can't even be mad. I don't even care. And we've been having fun this whole time anyway, so who cares? Like, when I think about, like, things that I've spent 3 hours doing in my life, like, this is definitely not anywhere near the bottom. This has actually been delightful. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Tini Poto. Thank you. You are a lifesaver. We would have literally been here. I was just thinking, like, man, I'm probably gonna have to, like, stop this at some point and, like, just tell everybody to come back, like, tomorrow. This is so stupid. Well, at least we grinded up to, like, a insanely high level. We were gonna come back and do the same thing. Yeah, we would have been here for 3 hours tomorrow doing the same fucking thing. How stupid. I mean, well, this is the experience that you get from the streamer that needed 3 people's help to win at tic-tac-toe against a computer, so... Girdle sword. Great, another fucking weapon we don't need. Let's see. Let's look at the map and see where the 4th floor is. What floor are we on? This is the 4th floor, so where is it here, I wonder? Is this it? There seems to be some scaffolding right there, but... What the fuck? Thank God for the wiki page not having a percentage for the pendant dropping, making you check. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You are an actual lifesaver. Alright, is this the 4th floor? Where the fuck are we? No, this is 3rd floor, so we're definitely... We need to go up these stairs. Oh, man, I can't wait to hit that Advil and Tylenol combo after this. No, you get out of here. We already know we don't need you, cat. This cat's been using us this whole time. The cat could have told us at any time, we don't have the pendant. The cat just wanted us to keep casting spells on it. This is a fucking freak cat. It's a demonic cat from hell. Using mortals for its sick ends. Huh. Now, where could the font be? There's like some scaffolding down there. Cat is like the pot enemy that gives you gil when you cast crap on it. Yeah, exactly. Is it up here somewhere? Okay, this is still considered the 4th floor, so where is the secret font? I'm just gonna look it up real quick. Let's see. Hey, whoa, we haven't even seen these guys. I think we've seen that plant zombie, but we haven't seen the basketball with the blades in like a long time. Okay. Asterisk list 6. Oh. Oh, we were grinding in the wrong place. Yes. Yes, we were. This entire time. We were in the wrong place. Alright, I'm just trying to find out where Black Cat. These enemies are worth abnormally high EXP, so at least we were killing like the enemies that help you grind. Witch Cat. Missable, repeatable. But where? 4th floor M exterior. Friends want to continue Twin Peaks, so you'll miss the dramatic finish. Thanks to the stream though. Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for all the pleasant conversation. Hope you have fun watching the show. Hey, it's a witch cat. Like, have you ever seen Hausu? They say any old cat can open a door, but only a witch cat can close the door. That's a fun quote. I don't know. Where is this secret place? I wonder. I wish we had that thing that decreases your encounter rate now. If we had that back again. But we threw that away hours ago. Is this it? Yes! I'm gonna fuck you up. Yes! Die. You have that movie, but you're never in the mood to watch it? You mean Fire Walk with Me? It seems really depressing and like upsetting. Come on, give it to me. Give me that pendant. Oh, no house? Yeah. Have you seen it before? Or you just, Ah, thank fucking God. And we can get a hard save point here. Thank fucking God. This is the stupidest thing ever. Oh my God. Was that a guaranteed drop? Yes, it was. Thank goodness. Still gaming, but you're glad you cut this. Well, I hope you're doing well. With your little MOBA. With your little sexy 3D girls MOBA. You had to stop watching horror movies 2 years ago, so you forgot you still have it in your list. Did they start to upset you too much? Your head straight up hurts. Oh my God, you're so sorry. Yeah, my head hurts too. So does my back. Thank you all for all of your support through the stupidest fucking grindfest of all time. Oh my God. It's like my head hurts, but it's like it ceased to really like register as like pain anymore. It's just like a... I don't even know what to describe it as. It's not like when you have a normal headache anymore. Previously steady, it suddenly picks up pace until it feels as though the plant will explode. Am I gonna die because I didn't equip the pendant? Is this different or is this the same? Kinda can't tell. Oh, if we see them get turned into gore. Yes! 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 Ah! Holy fucking shit. Cool. She just entirely has her titties out. Okay. Completely worth it. Sick as fuck. That was an awesome cutscene. Oh my God. Okay, let's save. I know there's two possible endings, I think, at the very end. So I might, when we get to the point where there's like a choice, I might... Last time we did a temporary save, we were like 20 levels lower. This is gonna be like cartoonishly easy to beat this final boss. Oh yeah, I'll probably like do a save state when we get to the final choice so we can see both of the endings without having to go to YouTube. This is cool. Cool ambiance. Okay, she just automatically ran up the stairs. Huh? Or... Elaine caught up with you? Where am I? That was like a weird... New music! Do we just have to run? You can't escape, okay. Wow. An astonishing 1 damage. Hey Wigmeister, guess this is still going. Do you want to know why this is still going? It's because I forgot a key item early in the game, and then multiple FAQs said that it would drop from these black cats that appear at the end of the game. And we spent 3 hours fighting black cats before finding out they were the wrong black cats, and we needed to fight a secret special black cat that only appears in one secret location that is almost impossible to find without knowing that it's there. So now we're finally on the final boss. Yes, that is about my feelings on the matter as well. But at least it's happening. At least we're gonna finish it. Whoa, that was a cool spell animation. I was gonna give up, but then my gamer's pride called out to me and said, "No, Graphite. If you wuss out now, you'll never live it down. You can't put it in the trophy case." Aww. How much health does she have? Jesus fucking Christ. The head of Koudelka must be on your wall. Oh, she's fine. She hasn't done anything wrong. We have plenty of black cats, severed heads, I guess, at this point. After we had to have killed at least 50 black cats, like, in the process of grinding for this. Oh, the game Koudelka, yeah. I remember when I was trying to beat Undertale evil mode, I kept imagining that when I finally beat Sans, I would buy like a little figure of him or something as a trophy, but I was never able to do it. My negative feelings that made me choose that path in the first place subsided before I could even finish fighting him after many attempts. Alright, let's go. Okay, so are these scripted fights? Why did that heal her? I'm sorry. Does she get healed when she's in this stance, or? No, it's just a random element gets picked every time that heals her? That's kind of weird. Because she does have the Kabbalic Tree of Life on her chest, so maybe she has some kind of special magic. Yep. Bad breath. No, we can't escape. No. At least this new music is cool, that they saved to the end of the game. What? Why is that healing her every time? Weird. Huh. Kinda don't know what's going on. Okay, so fire and stone healed her. Seems like water. I don't know. Water and stone were fine. Fire and tornado healed her. James's magic level went up. Congratulations, James! You're so useful. You've almost caught up to where Koudelka was like fucking 4 hours ago. Let's use Geyser. It's kind of weak for like a last boss fight. I don't know, kind of nothing. Kind of nothing happening. The slow cooker pot roast you made for your wife and parents turned out well. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so fucking good. How did you season it? Oh man. Oh, I'm so hungry. I want that right now. Do you make any potatoes with it or anything? Whoa. What's that animation? Got a bad feeling about that animation. What are you doing, Elaine? Oh, lifesteal. Well, at least it's like not even very much damage. Black pepper and thyme on the beef, and garlic, salt, beef broth for the veggies, potatoes, onions, and carrots underneath the meat in the slow cooker. Cook for 6 hours. Oh my god. Oh, that sounds so good. You're a genius. Are you like big on cooking? How does one get good at cooking? Seems like you just have to learn like basic things and then learn to combine them like intuitively. Like, I don't know. Being able to just like combine like a bunch of vegetables and stuff together, like learn what spices to use. They're pretty new. Your mom is a champ. Oh, is she teaching you? Yes, finally, at the end of another battle. I think we have to do this like at least 3 times. It's kind of annoying, but we're gonna do it. We will win. We will make it to the end. We're going to conquer this. We're gonna make it. Yes, we are. We will win. You got ganked though, I'm so sorry. That's no fun. Another cutscene. Ew. Whoa. That's a JRPG final boss. Wow. Cool. Here and there. You remember on Friday during Lent, you had no ideas for dinner, so she just threw together like 5 ingredients and made a rice dish out of nowhere. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you gotta learn how to do to get good at cooking, it seems. People get that intuition after cooking for most of their life. Girls do this. Yes. Yeah, she is so fucking cool. I think everyone should have cool spider legs and insect wings. That was the cutscene that you told me about? Wait. Was it the one that you said broke your family's like copy of the game or something? I'm so sorry. Let's see what magic is good against her. This is cool music. They brought out 2 new boss themes for the end of the game. Graphite, have you ever seen that really fetishy permanent goblin TF cutscene from Valkyrie Profile Lenneth? What the fuck are you talking about? What in the fuck are you talking about? You had a screen name based on that scene? Okay, DM it to me and I'll take a look at it later. This sounds hilarious. I remember there was that, Alright, so flared at 1600. Let's write this down. There was that, at the very beginning of Valkyrie Profile, there's like a really, lavishly animated like hugging animation that I like a whole lot. Right, so that did 1200. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, that's really bad, huh? Okay then. This music is fucking awesome. The whole beginning of Valkyrie Profile is great. Yeah, the game is really difficult to get into, so it's so complicated. It's another one of those games like what is it? Vagrant Story, where it feels like you need a guide to play it, no matter what. Oh, that was the one you were able to extract from the PlayStation CD and saw without audio? That's hilarious. Well, you'll finally see what's after that now, I guess. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. I can't remember what... I think Roman Nuts is a full heal. But you can't use it in battle, that's right. So... that was so much damage. That was kind of bullshit. Wow, 350 damage. Why even make an item that has that amount of healing on it? Did that even... was that MP? Or was that HP? That's stupid. Oh, he's dead. Here, let's... Whoa, that's not even that bad though. Compared to that melee attack. We each have 10,000 HP. Yeah, because we were grinding, because the cats that we were killing that we thought would drop the necessary item to get the good ending were like, they're like the enemies that are there to help you grind. They give you an insane amount of experience, so... Wasn't there other healing item? Yeah, there is also cheese, and there's also bread, but those both do like small amounts of healing. And there's Roman nuts, but you can't use that in battle for some reason that I don't understand. There's also Elixir, but I want to save that for Koudelka and James in case they run out of MP. Whoa, he just healed himself a lot just by attacking. Dude, this part of the song is sick. Fucking PlayStation Reverb Ice Marimba. Ghost Marimba. Looking into the wiki, it seems Roman nuts aren't full heals, but full revives rather. What the hell? But why are they not there in the menu? Maybe they don't show up until someone's like dead or something like that. Strange. There were so many of them in the game. Who's this attack? Just... Whoa. Electric bad breath. Wow, that's quite a bit of damage. To everybody, but not really a bad problem. Uh-oh, she's moving forward though. Finally some like actual strategy in the game. Right. What is he even casting? Oh. Okay, so like 12. Looks like James just does like way less damage on average. Well, all we have to do is just keep casting, and we'll win eventually. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be so happy when this is over. This is like the longest stream I've done in my entire fucking life. We're almost at 9 hours. Well, what better way to spend Valentine's Day? This music is so sick. It really gets you feeling full of hope that the end of the game is coming. Spending Galentine's with the gamer bros. Yeah, nothing better in the world. This is definitely way better than me picking like a Riona game to like play on stream. That would have been stupid. What's that stance mean? Alright, she's almost out of magic here. She has 3 more casts. Let's see. How much health does she even have? Whoa. Is that it? Is that the end of it? Yeah! Oh my god. I think we just have a few more cutscenes left. Damn, I'm so fucking tired. god. Ah. Oh boy.
I have seen the most interesting happenings. It would be a waste to go back to sleep just yet.
Ah. T-posing. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry.
Hey, Koudelka. I wonder what she was about to say.
Dead people don't speak. It's just in your memories.
Huh? Is that how you explain what we just saw?
I guess.
Memories. Somebody told me that after a loved one's death, all we have is memories. In these, we maintain an eternal bond with the dead.
What? I thought there was more. Oh. Oh, GG. Oh my fucking god. Well, as annoying as a lot of parts of this game were, and all the insane amount of wasted time, I still like it. I had so many problems, but I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, the writing and the cutscenes, and especially the voice acting, are really like the strong suits of the game. You know, most games aren't really written with this kind of touch. I don't know. It feels very like weirdly like small and personal, and I don't know. I just like the compact feeling of like the environment and like the narrative. It feels so, I don't know. It's that thing, like, you know, local stakes are always more interesting than global stakes. And it's like, yeah, she was like a horrifying monster, but it wasn't really like a threat to the world. She probably just would have killed like the three of them, and like, you know, that face when you saved the run but also kind of ruined it. Well, I mean, you definitely didn't ruin it. You were just going off of what the FAQs said, which that's really their fault more than anything. Not everything needs to end with killing God. Yeah, agreed. You saved the run by putting the run through a trial of great torment, like pathologic, so it's all good. Yeah, I mean, it was a test of our resolve, really. You know. Oh, oh my goodness. I hope that wasn't like a B ending or something. If it was, we'll look up whatever the best ending is. I feel like I remember getting a significantly different ending than that when I first played this game. But maybe there's just like a scene after the credits or something. Okay. It says that the last two endings are dependent on whether or not you defeat the final form of Elaine. So if she kills you, then you get the other ending. So we did get the good ending, but I guess apparently the canon ending may be the one where you lose to Elaine at the final boss. which goes on to Shadow Hearts the first. You know, this is making me reconsider. Maybe we'll play Shadow Hearts if I can get it running decently on an emulator with the timing and everything. I would play that maybe. I remember getting a decent ways into it, and it's like the battle system was a little bit difficult with the lag from the emulator, but it wasn't impossible. It kind of depends on how long that game is, I guess. If it's like an 80-hour JRPG, then no. But let's see how long to beat. Let's see. Shadow Hearts says 31.5 hours for main plus extra. Completionist 38 hours. I guess that's not so bad. This was what in total? Yes, last night's was what 8.5 hours, and today's was 9 hours. So that's like 17.5 hours all told. That's about half as long as Shadow Hearts Covenant then, or just Shadow Hearts regular. So that means that we could do Shadow Hearts in 2 weekends, and maybe some like weekday streams in between. So like, how many hours did you spend killing the wrong cats? That had to have been literally 2 or 3 full fucking hours of just fighting cats. That is like literally the stupidest thing I've ever done in a video game in my entire life. It's like it's like impressive. Poor cats, yeah. Feel bad. But I feel like ultimately killing the cats with like ice magic is like less bad than in Clock Tower when we throw laundry powder in that dog's eyes. That was definitely felt more horrible than killing all those cats. The end. But where's the last cutscene? I know something else happened. Yeah? Okay, I pressed the button. Let's see what happens now. What? What? Alright, well, I guess we'll just... We'll get the last ending off of YouTube real quick. I don't want to, but I also... It would take so long for her to kill all of the characters. Oh, that doing it in-engine would be like annoying. Let's see. Koudelka endings. Wait, no, I'm gonna open this in a new browser window. I'm not showing you guys my shit. Even though I don't have anything like incriminating open or anything. Koudelka. All 3 endings. Let's add a window capture. Game over ending. No pendant. Bad ending. Lose to Elaine. Good ending. Kill Elaine. Okay. Maybe I just remember watching the bad ending. Lose to Elaine. Okay. Now, let's put this in theater mode. Okay. Here we go.
Dear God, is this my fault? Do you blame me? Are you punishing me now because the path of my faith was tainted? I accept my fate. If it is your wish, then I accept my fate. He who has an ear, let him hear. If anyone is to go into captivity he will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword he will be killed. I am what I am. I am content with my lot. I have always loved you, Elaine.
The sound effect.
Let's go home, James. Let's go home. I have such fond memories of those days.
No! Flames are coming this way!
Don't be silly. There must be something we can do. We'll be fine. Trust me.
What? Dude is gonna break his legs.
In these crazy times, young people push themselves too much.
Ah, the sun came out. I prefer it a little hazier, though.
She wants to blaze.
Goodbye. We'll probably never see each other again.
Why?
Hey, your nickname. Slato? What does it mean? I haven't even asked you yet. Will you tell me?
It means treasure.
Oh, that's rich. I'll remember that. Treasure.
What kind of reaction is that?
Is it okay, child, for you not to follow him?
Yeah, it's okay. I have a feeling that someday, somewhere, we'll meet again.
Narrator voice, and they never did. What? Oh, okay. This is just going back to the good ending that we got. Alright, well, that's the ending I remember, but I definitely did beat the boss. Maybe I just watched the other endings at the time. Oh man, what a fucking game. Oh boy. Well, thanks for suffering through this with me. It made it all worth it to have you guys here. What's... Hi. This is clearly a good ending. Yeah, James dying is... I would prefer that over him surviving, honestly. He's the worst fucking character. He did nothing to redeem himself at all. Like, he never apologized for being racist or for calling them heathens and insulting Edward's taste in poetry. What a fucking asshole. What was the good ending? The good ending was Elaine exploded in gore. And then they were sitting in the rubble, and then Edward said, "What do you think Elaine was trying to say?" Because she was trying to speak right before she exploded. And Koudelka said, "Oh, don't be silly, dead people don't speak," or something like that. That was it. It was kind of nothing compared to that other ending. That was kind of a more complete ending. And James died. So as far as I'm concerned, that's the good ending. Congratulations. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Wouldn't have had it any other way than 16 hours of pain. Yeah. Thanks for the chill chat. Thanks for coming. And thank you for telling me that we were killing the wrong fucking cats for hours and hours. You saved the stream from an infinite purgatory. So thank you. Timmy Potopic. Time to stretch and pet Bunny? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna probably immediately go in and pet her and feed her, and then I'm going to lay down on the couch and look at the ceiling. Oh no, I'm gonna take some Advil and Tylenol before I do that. You're glad you got an excuse to experience this game again? Yeah, I'm glad you were able to see the ending after the cutscene that your family retrieved off of the CD-ROM with no sound. Game rewarding you for losing. Yeah, that kind of fits in with the bizarre philosophy of the rest of the game, I guess. GG's. Alright, well, I don't know. I still like the game, even though it did piss me off a lot while we were playing it this time. There's no other game like this, you know, very few horror RPGs in the world. Very few games set in real world Wales that are like a horror game or an RPG. Very few RPGs like set in the real world at all. Especially not like this era, this place. I don't know. It's just cool. Cool setting, cool story. The writing was surprisingly good. You know, the characters kind of felt like real people with their own like values and like, you know, emotions and stuff. They're not just totally in service of the plot. I don't know. I think it's interesting. 9 entire hours, yeah. You know, when we got to disc 4 and we got up to the room with the cats, and we first saw you realize that you don't have the pendant. Like, up until that point, I was like, man, we're gonna finish this stream like several hours early and I can play episode 2 of Dusk. That kind of naivete seems innocent and cute now. Well, anyway, I don't regret it. That was God making sure the timeline was intact. Yeah, this is the only way it could have happened. Well, yep. Well, I'm glad that we didn't stop and just watch the endings on YouTube. That would have been weak. So, anyway. I don't know. I like the game a lot. It's definitely not like a... Oh, I don't know. It's like on the basis of the story, I'd say it's like a top 10 game for absolute sure, but... The gameplay? No. Absolutely not. I don't even know if I can recommend this to anybody anymore. Unless they were like a total fucking masochist like me. Anyway, we'll be playing Clock Tower 2 starting tomorrow after a very special secret game for President's Day to celebrate the president. Because we all know that we need to respect the president because they're all such good people. I'm just gonna delete those ROMs. No, I'm gonna keep it for posterity, for the future, in case the internet dies. You don't feel like touching this game anymore. Yeah, there's kind of that feeling sometimes when you finish a game and you're like, that was fine, but never again. It's really big. It takes up a lot of space for a PlayStation 1 game because it's 4 goddamn discs. Why? Well, this wasn't enough of a headache. I'm sure Clock Tower 2 will be something else. And then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. I kept saying like, oh, after this I want to do a game that's just like straightforward and fun, but I don't know. Most of the games on my list are either really weird or frustrating. So I think that we're doomed, you know? And anyway, I don't know, it's fun doing stuff like this. Fun getting to games that I never would like sit down and play by myself otherwise, so let's keep it rolling with more fucking bizarre, misguided games. Maybe I'll change my tune by the time we finish Clock Tower 2 though, who knows? Well, thanks for your support and for all the wonderful conversation. You know, it's made it worth it. It's the real treasure at the end of this arduous trial. So, yeah. What a wonderful day. The Koudelkas we delked along the way. What does that even mean? Happy Valentine's? Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And thank you for coming. I feel like I should just go ahead and grab something off of YouTube to play over the outro. Incantation again? Or is it? Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired. Alright, well. See you later, y'all. Hope you have a good, I don't know, rest of your day, or, I don't know, whatever time it is where you are. And, take care of yourself, stretch and drink some water and eat something tasty, and yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. I guess if you're here, you can watch the VOD otherwise, or not. I don't care. We'll try to watch in the future. Yeah, it was great to have you. How did you even end up here? Were you just looking for Koudelka and just ended up here at random? I was talking to Ian Chuba. I think that's how you say it? Yeah, Penrose, how did you find? I know you follow me on Twitter at least, right? I assume that's how you got here. Stuffed rocker? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, well. Bunch of people here from the Alker game. Okay. That's cool. Oh. I'm trying to wink. I can't. Ah. It's not quite working. Okay. Anyway. See you later.